We've hit the lightning round, 15-second answers here, and these are on-your-feet type questions. So, Mr. Aciard, which New England state is New Hampshire's best neighbor, in your opinion?
Well, I sure can't say that it's Massachusetts, despite that it seems like half their population wants to move here for, all this great freedom that we have. But apparently, there's a decent cohort in New Hampshire that wants to make us more like Mass.
Mr. Riley?
Maine. We have more in common with Maine.
Mrs. Testerman?
I would have said Maine, too.
Mr. Riley, do you think local law enforcement should assist with federal immigration checkpoints?
It's possible, but right now I would not put any more stress on local law enforcement. They are so down on headcount. I'm extremely concerned that we're heading into a public safety crisis, so we need to be very careful of asking them to do anything until we get more cops on the street.
Mrs. Testerman, how about you?
That's why we have a county sheriff. Our elected sheriff is the one who is the only law enforcement who is elected. He is supposed to be the one that's standing up for our protecting that.
And Mr. Aciard, would want local law enforcement to participate in federal immigration checkpoints?
To be honest, I think that would be something that would be more suited to, as Karen said, the sheriffs and the state troopers. At the borders of New Hampshire, not within the state. I lived out in California. They had them everywhere, and often ended up turning into a whole lot of abuse.
Mrs. Testerman, New Hampshire is the only state in New England, of course, that hasn't legalized recreational use of cannabis. Would you sign legislation to make marijuana legal?
No. My concern is that it has a definite impact on a child's developing brain. And then you get the side effects of smoke that you would get if you were in an area where you have smoking.
Mr. Aciard, how about you?
Yes. I'm a member of the New Hampshire Cannabis Coalition. I would definitely be legalizing, because the war on drugs has shown absolutely no metrics other than locking up an entire generation of men that I'm okay with.
Mr. Riley?
Look at New Hampshire right now. We got fentanyl problems. We got opioid problems. Things are getting worse, not better. This is not the moment in our history to legalize cannabis. If it's possible in the future, definitely not right now.
New Hampshire's Constitution features a Bill of Rights with 39 articles. For instance, Article 22 preserves freedom of the press. Article 11 confers voting rights and guarantees free elections. Setting aside those two examples, which article is your favorite and why, Mr. Aciard?
You know what? I think it would have to be, I think it's 241. To be honest, anything that restricts the governor's power is a good idea.
Mr. Riley?
I would say 1, right where it all starts.
Any more specifics than that?
I mean, we're talking about our natural rights. They matter so much to us. These are God-given gifts and rights that we've had in our world for centuries, or millenniums. It's important to protect those. Number 1, definitely.
Mrs. Testerman?
Number 1, because all men are created equal.
All right, last one here for you. Who are you supporting in this New Hampshire's Republican U.S. Senate primary, Mr. Riley?
Boy, that's a tough question. I love them all, but I'll tell you what, the General Don Bolduc, he's an incredible American hero. I admire him so much every day.
And Mr. Aciard?
I endorsed Don when I was running for Congress. I have not changed my endorsement. I repeated it again yesterday.
And Mrs. Testerman?
I was on board with General Bolduc at the very, very beginning because I read the Lions of Kandahar, and in that he had the choice of his person who was writing this book had the choice of following his unit, which is part of his family, or going home and taking care of home. General Bolduc told him he needed to go home.
That's done. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, candidates.